My name is Jonathan Putnam, and I am the City Director of International Friendships in Cleveland. As usual, every year we welcome new students to Cleveland. We are able to provide airport pickup and temporary housing for a few of them, but we really didn't have any idea how great the need was going to be this year. We realized that there were probably going to be close to 800 new students. So at that point, we as a team just began praying and asking the Lord, how can we help? How many students can we help? The Lord reminded me specifically of a former rectory. So I reached out to the church, Bay Presbyterian Church, that owned the rectory, and asked, is there any chance that we could use this space to help provide housing for students? God knew that there would be this need and had already begun providing even before we realized. The house that we used would not have been available for any time within the past 7 years for this type of need, except for when we needed it.
For me personally, I think it's really encouraging to see how God provides precisely at the moment where we need Him. And then we pray to Him, we ask Him, and then He just answered us.
Some of the other ways that God provided in addition to the house were He provided a number of churches who offered vans.
We have a big black van that was utilized a lot this past summer for transporting students back and forth between the airport and to the welcome home. And the great part of it is that we were actually gifted that van from someone else as an act of generosity. And so those are like the sweet moments where you're able to share generously and be good stewards of what we've been given.
When we first arrived at the Welcome House, we didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into, but it was neat to see how God did give me the time and the sanity to figure out what we were doing. Somehow it all kind of fell into place, that God just provided all the space that we needed.
People always talk about stepping out of your comfort zone or reaching the end of yourself and then finding that that's where God meets you and enables you to go further. And I would say in some ways that was true of us. I'm grateful that God pushed us to that point to where we really needed to depend on Him in every way, because we saw Him, we encountered Him at the end of our abilities. Seeing God's provision, it reminded me that God was with us, and that even though we felt very stretched beyond our capacity to meet these needs, that God had this under control.